particular. I know I am. Frick yeah! Today we'll be looking at a map, reviewing it. That's what you do on map review. Animation, 5 points available. Each part gets its own score for animation. 5 points available. The average of all the parts combined together is the score for animation for the map. Same with art. Art gets a score out of 5. The average of all the parts comes together. You get a score out of 5 for art. Is there a purpose? There's just one score for the whole meme. 5 points available, and 5 points available for that as well, for a grand total of 20 points. If there are 10 points or higher, 10 points or lower. What map will we be reviewing today? Today we will be reviewing one that someone did not send in to me, because all the maps that you guys are sending in to me have copyrighted music. Go to the description of your map, click on show more. If you see this right here, you have a copyright claim on your map. This one is fine. Every single map I've been sent in has had copyright claim. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you want to be featured in map review, use hashtag map review, and I might just review your map, but make sure there's no copyrighted music. This one is Better Days, Complete Warriors map, Warrior Cat, whatever the hell, from Tennelle Flowers. So let's take a look. The following maps begin multi-animators in air. All right, well, here we go, let's take a look. In the Warrior clans, the cats live and die by a code. I think this is a book about cats. Wow. So we're not even into where the parts are yet. This is just the intro. This is so edgy. But sometimes disobeying the code is the only way to keep the peace. Love that slide in. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Cha-cha now, y'all. Everybody clap your hands. This is way too serious. Featuring these people. But first, I'm gonna grab another Dr. Publix. Not a sponsor, but you know where you can buy Dr. Publix? On Amazon.com! Actually, I don't think you can. I think you can only buy the Publix, but you can buy a lens cap on Amazon.com or a pocket knife on Amazon. Maybe you can buy, I don't know if you can buy a pocket knife. You might be able to on Amazon.com. If you buy anything, use the affiliate link in the description down below. I get a kickback. Your item costs the exact same whether you use my link or not. So you might as well use my link and I get some extra money. You get your item. Win-win for everyone. Down below, there's also a lovely influencer page. All this stuff I use to make my videos, it's all linked on that page if you're interested in learning what I use. The only way to become a successful YouTuber is to buy expensive equipment. I'm water, you dummy. Okay, oh geez.
I thought
that was it. What? I mean, it looks really good, but like that's such a weirdly short part. For animation, I'm gonna give it a 3. It's very low frame rate. The ear looks kind of weird when it moves around. There's something off about it. 3 for animation. For art, I mean, the art is pretty good. It gets, I'll give it a 3.5, you know, 3.5-ish. 3.5 out of 5 for art, 3.5. Oh God, this has voice acting. Oh my God. Blixemi, oh man, oh geez.
thought it was the right thing to do.
Okay, part 2, it has some talking animation here. It's not the worst I've ever seen, that's for sure. I'm gonna give it a 3.4, 3.5 out of 5 for animation. Mouth kind of moves with the words. They just look so strange though still. It doesn't really look natural like you would expect a cat to be, you know? 3.5 out of 5 for animation. And the art is all right. Oh, okay, 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 for art, yeah, 3 out of 5. Finch, what happened?
Fight this battle.
I trusted you, Fireheart.
Now that is some beautiful, this looks like it's straight out of a TV show. This one right here, this part, amazing. And it looks really good. I'm gonna give the animation a 4.5. 4.5 for animation. Hell yeah, everything moves pretty well. It still has that weird stutteriness to it, but it kind of looks cool. The art is beautiful. Look at this, it's beautiful. 5 out of 5 for the art, beautiful. Voice acting is really bad. It's way overacted. It's like musical theater level overacting. You know, we're gonna add another category. Voice acting, just for this map. We'll score it at the end. Suki Noof.
You, out of all my warriors.
I did it for the good of the clan, Blue Star.
I did it for the good of the clan, Blue Star. No! No! Oh, man. This one has pretty good animation. It's pretty good. I like the movements, you know, the head movements. I give it a 4.5 5 out of 5, just like the last one. And the art, I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5 this time for art. Yeah, that's exactly right. Crashing to Flauda.
And I didn't tell him about the attack. I only asked him to try making peace.
Yeah, no, that mouth sinking, no. Absolutely not. Way off. Looks so weird. I'm gonna give this one a 3 out of 5 for animation. For art, the art is all right. Art's pretty good. You got shading here. It looks kind of cool. Yeah, I like the art. We'll give it a 4.5 out of 5 for art. Yeah. Silence. Yeah. Tangle Claw.
That is no excuse. And why should I care if the whole of ThunderClan had been slaughtered?
Oh, Jesus Christ. The sinking matches up a little bit better than the last part, but it's still... The body movements are less good, though, than the last one. I'm still gonna give it a 3 for animation. The art is less good overall. We'll give it a 2.7. 2.7 out of 5 for art. Dog's Life.
Why should I care what happens to traitors?
That close-up on the mouth, that's very dramatic. This takes itself way too seriously. 4 for animation for this part here. It's all right, man. The art is a little bit less good. 2.7 for art, 2.7. Arlen Arts.
If only I kept my kids.
If only I kept my kids. The hell was that? Yeah, no, that animation is really weird looking. This cat just like slides down. That sinking is so weird, it's unnatural. 2 out of 5 for animation for this part. Jesus Christ. And the art is all right. Looks pretty good. I give it a 4 for art for this part. XJ Stars X.
Stone for our noble cats. Far nobler than any of this ragtag bunch in ThunderClan.
Very interesting. Mouth sinking, it's very stylized. These characters look nothing like the other parts, though. It's like a totally different cat that I'm looking at. And everyone's like, oh, but you, there you go. Animation is very wild in this one.
Movements.
It's unrealistic. It doesn't fit in with the rest of it at all. So I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it 3. Hell yeah, 3 for animation. Oh man. And the art just does not fit in at all. It looks so weird. 2.5 out of 5 for art. Maple Spider.
Children would have never betrayed me.
Why is this so serious? This part looks beautiful. It's beautiful. 5 out of 5 for art. I love it. The animation though, it actually looks all right. It actually looks pretty all right, I would say, you know. 4.2 out of 5 for animation for that part. Hulumala X just
Blue Star.
I gave them up to become deputy.
This is 2 different people, but in one part. Am I supposed to score these separately or together? I'm gonna score it together. The beginning part of this looks way better than the second part, that's for sure. I think this is my favorite part so far. That looks like Disney animation almost. I think that's really good. The second half of it, animation is pretty good too. 4.7 for animation. Now art style, art is, I'm just gonna average it out at like 3.5. T and Ivy.
Punishing me. Oh, StarClan are clever, Fireheart.
I don't like this part. It's really weird. Like, look at the way they talk.
Oh, StarClan are punishing me.
I can't even make out the words don't end. The syncing is really bad. Animation, 2 out of 5. Art, I give it a 2.8 for art. 2.8. Night Feather. This part is Night Feather.
They made the cruelest way to break me. They made me leader and then let my cats betray me.
Yeah. What the hell was that? Look at the way look at the way it's like expands like a spring and then oh god, look at it. Look.
They made me leader and then
Look,
let
right here.
my cats betray me.
2 out of 5 for animation. Nice try. Terrible execution. Art. 2.5 out of 5. Nope. 2 out of 5. Nope. 2.3 out of 5. 2.5 out of 5. 2.5. Fox X3.
Worth now to be leader of ThunderClan. Nothing.
The animation is interesting. These head movements are pretty wacky and wild. I mean, they're pretty darn wacky and wild. 3 for animation. And the art style, I mean, I like this art style quite a bit, but it doesn't fit in with anything. I'd give it a 3.5, 3.7 out of 5 for this art here. Cheeky Noodles!
Oh.
I really like Cheeky Noodles' art here. It's fantastic. I'm gonna give the art a 4 point. I'll give it for animation, give it like a 3.5 for animation. The mouth matches up pretty well. It looks pretty good. 3.5. Tanel Flowers.
Stay where you are.
That might be the single worst line of voice acting I've ever heard in my life. I really like the style of this one, this part. I like the sketchy style, honestly. That's one of my favorite styles, is the sketchy style. Honestly, I like it better than line art. For art, this one gets a 4 for me. For animation though, it's still very janky. I give it a 3 for animation, still janky. XX Luna Warrior XX.
I need to punish you, Fireheart. Tell me a good punishment for a traitor.
Yeah, the animation is off here. Once again, 2.5. The art looks like WikiHow art. 2 out of 5. To now flowers.
I don't know, Blue Star.
Yeah, okay, this one's nice looking. I like the sketchiness again here. Very nice, oh my god. This one though, is more like a 3.2 maybe out of 5 for art, yeah. And for animation, the cat's head is just like, I don't know, Blue Star. It's like moving around in such a weird way. Like 2.5. Deal with
Best punishment of all.
Animation. This one gets a 3.7 for me. The art is less stellar though. I give the art maybe like a 2.5 out of 5 for art, yeah. I'll bring you down.
Nothing. I'll let you be deputy still and leader after me.
This art is very interesting. The problem is the background is very beautiful, but the foreground is very not beautiful. The art gets a lovely 2.5 for me. The animation, 2.7 for animation. Tuss of Sky.
Oh, that should please Star Clan. A traitor leading a clan of traitors.
The art here gets a solid 2 out of 5. For animation, this part gets like a 2. 2.5 for animation. Salgatoyas!
May they give you joy of it, Fireheart. Now, get out of my sight.
2 for art. There's like no shading or anything. It just looks so weird and unnatural and weird, and it looks weird. 2.5 out of 5 for animation. Wolf Fiery. Okay, well that part is like the most beautiful part. 4.5 out of 5 for art. It's okay, 3 out of 5 for animation. Well, time to tally up all the scores. Woo, yay. The animation score is 3.14. Pie. There was some pretty decent animation in there, even some Disney level animation, but most of it was just really weird, really average. Some of it was really bad, you know. But overall, it was very average. On average, it was pretty average. 3.14, pretty average score for animation. The score for art, 3.33, a little bit above average as well. A lot of this art was pretty darn good. A lot of it was really weird also, but most of it was pretty good. So a little bit above average for art as well. Now, does it have a purpose? Yes, to tell the story of a certain scene in Warrior Cats. Does it achieve its purpose? Yes, it kind of does. It kind of does, actually. It does a pretty good job at it.
Oh
5 out of 5 for purpose.
God.
Flow.
Absolutely terrible.
It does not flow together at all. For example, or no, the second and third part. Second part right here, third part. That's the same character. That's the same character. Does not flow very well at all. I'm gonna give it a 1 for flow. And voice acting, out of 5. If you have voice acting, you get another 5 points available. Terrible voice acting, 1 out of 5. The grand score for this animation map is 13.47 out of 25. This one gets a like from me. Overall, it was done pretty well. The voice acting was absolutely terrible. Never do that again, unless you get good voice actors. Individually, most of the parts were pretty good. You know, most of the parts are pretty good in terms of animation and art. It just doesn't flow very well together. Overall, it's pretty all right. It's above average. Definitely improvements to be made, but overall, not bad. Map review, there you go. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, support me on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link is down below, $12 a year, that's all it costs, $1 a month. All the lovely patrons are on your screen. Without them, I couldn't do this at all. I would die. So if you want to support me on Patreon and let me buy lotion to rub on my nipples, then the link is down below. Support me on Patreon. Hell yeah, dude. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links down below. Subscribe to my second channel. Oh, well, what's this? Here's a short little preview for you. Whenever I go to a concert, all I hear is bass and there's nothing else. Stop that. No one wants to hear that. Actually, everyone does because they're stupid, but there'll be a link down below for that as well, as long as a card at the end screen you can click on to take you there. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and if you want to submit your own animation map for review, use hashtag #MapReview on Twitter. Make sure there's no copyrighted music. Bye!